Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, please subscribe. It supports my channel. Well, today it's story time. I will give you information about the TV lottery program and the process. The whole process is a very lengthy process, and so it might take a while for me to complete the whole process in one session. So I might break it into, I don't know how many sessions, but I'm going to deal with a session until I finish like sharing the little bit information that I know with you guys, and some misconception about the TV lottery. So, today I'm going to start with the application of the TV lottery, and normally you apply this through website. I know there are many scammers website out there that they are not legit, that they're saying that you can apply for like green card like throughout the year. That's not the case. And normally the legit website, the US government website, it's open for like a month, or maybe let's say 5 weeks, from October to November. And it's not like the end of the November, like, because normally it's open from maybe 1st of October like through the first week of November. That's when it's valid and it's open for application. So then you go through their site and you apply. So when you go there, maybe it's around December or maybe end of the November, January, wherever time of the year, and you see something pop on your screen, maybe you are browsing something and it's pop and saying apply for green card, just know that's not legit. The legit one is through that time period, like a 1 month from October to November. And the next question is, who can apply? Anyone can apply as long as you have a form 4 certificate. As long as you have your certificate, you are good to apply. Minors, they can't apply because one requirement is for you to have your certificate, the KCSE certificate. And lately, another requirement in my country, that is Kenya, it's the passport. But by the time I was applying, that was not a requirement, but lately it's a requirement. And that you can also apply if you don't have like the KCSE certificate, you didn't finish high school. You can apply if you can be able to prove that the job that you're working requires some education, that maybe you went technical school, and maybe after you are class 8, that is elementary school, if you did finish that, then you join like those community college, technical college, yeah. And like though that one, it's really hard to prove that, because now that one you're subjecting yourself to the mercies of the of your interviewer. So he or she can maybe, depending on the moods, say if he wanna approve you or not, and it's really hard for you to prove that. So I think so far what I can say is the requirement is your high school certificate and passport. That is for people in Kenya. Other countries, I don't know what they require, but one thing I'm sure of, they require the high school, like all over the world. If you are applying for the green card, you must have your high school, because they want you, once you come over here, you can join maybe school or work. You can be, at least you can be able to communicate. And this is not for everyone. This is for the primary applicant. So if you're the primary applicant, maybe your husband or your wife, and maybe your spouse, he or she didn't finish high school, it's okay, because this is the requirement is for the primary applicant. So, and if you have kids, you can tag along with them when you are coming to US. So that's what I wanted to say. And so what it's very simple questions that you fill in. And another requirement, they require a current photo, like the passport photo, and the passport photo is 2x2. That's what they require, with a white background, colored photo, not black and white. And I think in their website, in their system, they have the resizing tool. So if you can take a picture by yourself, maybe on like a white background, and make sure that like your ears, both of your ears, the nape of your ears, they can be like, you have to be like straight, the better. And then you can resize that using their tool. So they ask the basic question, starting with your name, maybe education, work, what. I'll try to get some screenshot or something, a short clip, and I'll post it somewhere over here, either here or there. I'll just post like a sample of the question they ask, if I'll be able to. So, and like you fill in if you have kids, if you're married, or like you are required to answer. And here you have to be honest, you don't have to lie, because if you lie, they keep the record. So if you lie and it happens that you are selected for further processing, and you lied, it will be kind of difficult for you, because it's so hard to remember lies, because you can lie today and then tomorrow you will lie about something else. So it's good to be consistent with what you are saying, especially with the data that you are filling, and make sure that whatever you are filling in is correct. You double check before submitting, and don't apply twice, like in a year. If this the application period, just apply once, unless you are like, let's say you are applicant 1 and you have a couple, then you can apply twice, like you as a husband apply, and then as a wife apply. That's the only way you can apply twice. But applying like as individual, like let's say me, I apply like today, and then I finish with my application, then couple days later I apply again to increase the chances of winning. That's wrong. Even if I'll be selected like in one application, when I go for my interview, they'll cancel the other one because I broke the rule. So that's how it's supposed to be. So make sure that you fill in or you feed the correct information. You double check if you're married, if you have kids. There are people who have like more than one name. Maybe your certificates, they have different name than with your maybe birth certificate and your education certificate or something like that. So if you have any name that you use, just put in there to avoid inconveniences in future, like having to go to lawyer or advocate for some affidavit of it. Yeah, so just make sure that you give in the right information and anything that is required. So after the application, like when you finish like applying everything, you submit, you will receive a confirmation number. and this confirmation number, you're supposed to keep it safe, because I know most people, they lose their number. You misplace the number, you just keep it where it's supposed to be. Maybe you can take a picture and keep it in your phone. You can write the number somewhere and place it like somewhere. If you're good like at forgetting, try to put your number like as like in a place where you can't really forget, even if it means like kuandika kwa ceiling juu, like you andike hapo like where you are sleeping, you write it there. That way when you wake up you can see the better, because there are people who are selected and they win and they don't know because they lost the number, or even they forgot about everything. So it's good to keep your confirmation number, because the waiting time is quite long, because it's like 7 months. In my case, when I applied in October, the results were announced the following year in May 2nd. That's when the results were announced, and even I didn't know because I was busy sleeping, and a friend helped me filling in, because I was having some issues. We were filling in with a friend, and the sister lives here in US, so we were having issue resizing the photo. So she was like, just give me your information, the information that is required, then I'll fill in for you guys. And that's how she applied. When the results were out, she went and checked in for us, and boom, I was selected. Yeah, so I was happy, and that's how my journey started to come here. So once you are selected, you receive the first notification letter, that is NL notification letter, and you telling you like to wait for the next process. Then the next process is you need to now to start getting your documents ready, like your certificates, your passport, your any supporting document, because when you go to the interview they ask so many questions and they want the supporting documents. If you're a married couple, you have to prove with a maybe marriage certificate, or maybe photos if you didn't get married and maybe you have been together for so long. And this is required because in this process so many people lie. Like you can see, maybe like somebody like me, when I was selected I was single, so there were potential people out there who are like they're willing to pay you to say that you're married, and so that you can put them in your application. And so when you process the whole thing and you come over here, they'll have the green card, or they'll get a visa. So there's so much cheating, lying, so it's kind of crazy, and they know that. So that's why they are really strict, and they are thorough, and they scrutinize every document. You can't lie. So even the certificate, if you didn't finish Form 4 and you think that you go to, I think, a River Road and buy a certificate, dude or my friend, you won't make it, because they lie us with neck. So there's no cheating. So I think I'll end from here, like, because I've told you like the application part. So the next part I'll be telling you what you do next after you are selected. I mean, the next process that you are required to do after the first notification letter. Yeah, thanks for watching. subscribe to my channel, hit that for you to be notified when I upload new videos. Thank you very much. I appreciate your support. I will see you then.